we cannot deny that what we saw a couple hours ago of the England-Argentina game, that was a huge choke job by England. England were dominating. England were taking the game to Argentina. Argentina were essentially struggling to actually match the intensity of England. And England just threw it all away. After that 1-0 lead, for whatever reason, Tuchel wanted to close the game, make England more defensive, invite the attack from Argentina and soak up pressure. That was the wrong thing to do. In fact, tactically, Tuchel got it all wrong, right? And we could be having England in the final right now, England versus Spain, two European giants. Now we have Messi going for back-to-back World Cup trophies. This is purely England's fault. No one else to blame. Yes, Messi's magic came through. 2 assists in the last few minutes of the game that changed the course of the whole game. However, England made some pretty baffling moves. Tuchel specifically took off their wingers, played with 5 defenders at 1.6 from what I saw, and just soaked in all the pressure and hoped that 1-0 lead was enough. That was the worst thing to do. Now, this is, again, England always do this, right? They always fall at the last hurdle. Euro 2020, Euro 2024, both finals, England fall at the last hurdle. Semi-finals this time around, right? And if they actually won this game, I genuinely believe that they would have had a great chance against Spain. Now, we will never know what would happen in that game. This was a shocker. An absolute shocker. The decisions, the tactics in the second half by Tuchel were shocking. Were so shocking. Giving that much space to Messi, giving so much spaces to their midfielders just to soak in pressure and allowing them to score was the wrong thing to do by Tuchel. There's no way around it. This was a horrendous choke job by the England team and Tuchel. What is going on, right? And yes, we can all praise Lionel Messi for his geniuses in both goals, assisting both goals. However, England allowed that to happen. If they kept the intensity for the whole game, if they weren't so scared, if they put man on the Argentina players, if they pressed, if they were more confident, they probably would have won the game or probably got another goal or two. Yes, there were chances for Argentina, but you saw in the first half, England were really taking the game to them. And that's the best way to play against Argentina. We saw Cape Verde take the game to them. We saw Egypt take the game to them. So that was a blueprint that England could have followed. And when Egypt sort of gassed off the game and allowed pressure in, Argentina scored 3 goals to win the whole game. That should have been a lesson to Tuchel and the England team. You simply cannot just allow Messi that much time on the ball. Yes, Messi isn't as fast as he was many years ago. Yes, he's lost his speed, his agility, but he's still a very smart playmaker. He can make an incredible pass that takes out 6 players in the whole game for a through ball. He can make a great cross. The cross a couple of hours ago was a cross from his weaker foot, his right foot. Crazy, right? Absolutely crazy. It is very important that Tuchel should have took some notes down. This is the best way to play against them, and they were doing it so right in the first half. They were doing it so right in the first half. Now we'll never know of an England-Spain final in the World Cup. England are actually the best team to play against Spain. Very athletic, strong, big players, great passers, fast wingers. These are the kind of players they need to play against Spain's possession-based football. Now, we're going to see Yamal versus Messi. This was a huge choke job by England. And, of course, many of us are frustrated. We're all frustrated. The country is frustrated. This was supposed to be the time where, okay, they finally made it. luck was on their side. They beat Mexico. They beat all these tricky, bogus teams, right? And they were doing so well in the first half. Second half was, I don't know what was going on there. I said to my friend, England are probably going to score. No, Argentina are probably going to score a couple goals. The way they were just taking in pressure, not attacking, just defending. They were playing scared. They were playing scared. To beat this Argentina team, you have to take the game to them. We saw it with Egypt. We saw it with Cape Verde. This was a huge choke job by Tuchel. This was a choke job. There's no way around it. There's no way to explain this. This was a choke job. Now, the man Lionel Messi, this is 3 finals he's been in 4 World Cups, in the last 4 World Cups. 2014 final, he lost that to Germany. 2018 World Cup, they lost to France. That wasn't the final. I think that was the quarterfinals. 2020 World Cup, he won that World Cup final, and he's back in the final again in 2026. 3 World Cup finals, the potential to go back to back. If Messi does it back to back, that's just incredible. That is absolutely sensational. Crazy. Absolutely crazy and sensational. And I'm thinking to myself, that could have been England. That could have been England. That really could have been England. Argentina struggle against fast wingers on the wing. Yeah, England has Rashford, has Gordon, has Saka. Why didn't Saka play? Why didn't Saka play? Why didn't Kobe Mainoo play? England just completely shut up shop after that first goal. It simply made no sense. It made no sense. And they brought in so much pressure, and then we saw Enzo having some time in the ball and scoring that goal. We saw Messi with all the time in the world and cross it in with his right foot, with his weaker foot. I've never seen Messi cross the ball with his right foot before in my life. This is just really upsetting, right? We have to congratulate Lionel Messi for back-to-back World Cup finals, and they have a big chance to win against Spain. They have a big chance to win against Spain on Sunday. It wasn't meant to be for England. I think Tuchel's tactics were terrible. I think, is he the right man for the job if he's going to play like that in future tournaments? I feel like the English FA have to evaluate the, is he the right man for the job? Is he? Because if Pep Guardiola was in his place right now, Pep wouldn't have played like that. The tactics in the second half were not the right tactics to win the game. To win the game, it's as simple as that. They were not the right tactics to win the game. It's upsetting. We got to congratulate Messi, but I think England has to change and stop being so scared. But Messi back to back World Cup finals. This guy has had an incredible footballing career. Played for the right team, played for some of the best teams of all time. Has done great things. Scored many goals, many assists. His intelligence and reading of the game is just incredible. So we'll see what happens on Sunday. I think it's 50-50, and I'll be discussing that very soon. Shirtless match day. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.